We live, breathe, sleep football. And whoever wins the big rivalry game gets bragging rights the rest of the year.
I love Auburn, I love the town, I love the university, but we'll always have that connection to LSU. I mean, that one heart connects, our two families.
Before we are old enough to choose a side is often chosen for us. Davis Boswell was born June 30th, 2015, to lifelong Auburn fans Amanda and Tucker.
We've been waiting 9-10 months to finally meet him, and just getting to hold him the first time is just something you always remember.
400 miles west in SEC country, lifelong LSU fan Jonathan Perry and his wife Holly gave birth to twins, a girl Ella and a boy, John Clark.
John Clark.
When you have a boy, you start thinking about your football buddy. My dad took me to my first game in Tiger Stadium. I couldn't wait till he got old enough to take him to his first game in Tiger Stadium.
One thing Jonathan always talked about, John Clark's going to play football and, what position he's going to play, and he couldn't wait for that day.
Meanwhile, Davis Boswell was home in Auburn for just 2 days when suddenly he became ill.
Davis contracted a virus called the enterovirus, and that virus essentially attacked his heart.
The next thing you know, he's on a helicopter to Birmingham to a children's hospital. It just happened so fast. It's just your worst nightmare.
The Boswells were told their son's only chance to survive was a heart transplant.
They let us know early on that it's extremely rare. Everything had to match perfectly.
While the Boswells waited for a heart, back in Louisiana, John Clark developed a high fever just after his 6-month checkup. After several exams, doctors diagnosed him with a brain bleed.
I asked the nurse, I said, please tell me, is he going to be okay? And she looked up at me and she said, we're going to do everything we can. And I remember I lost it because this baby is here for you to take care of. And I'm sitting there and there's nothing I can do.
John Clark Perry died on Sunday, November 29th, 2015. He was 6 months old. Before he took his final breath, Jonathan and Holly were approached about donating John Clark's organs.
If we could help another family not have to go through what we had just gone through, if we can save another child's life, absolutely, we'll do whatever it, takes.
It was a Sunday night. The transplant coordinator called Tucker, and Tucker called me. Yes, we were thankful, but at the same time, it's a tough situation to be put in, to know that for your child to live, another child has to die.
Are you gonna run out of here?
On Monday, November 30th, Davis Boswell received John Clark Perry's heart. A few days after the transplant, a mutual friend of both families reached out to Holly and Amanda.
She said, I got Amanda's Facebook notification that Davis had received a new heart. She said, I knew that was John Clark's heart.
One of the first things I saw was where they were having a prayer vigil, praying for the babies who would receive John Clark's organs. And that right there just tells you the kind of people the Perrys are.
The two women connected online and a friendship formed. In April, 6 months after the transplant, the Perrys and the Boswells met for the first time at an event in Auburn to raise awareness for organ donation.
There was something really special about John Clark's heart that only my family knows. I finally said, let's just put it on a shirt. That way Davis can have it. It says, "My heart bleeds purple and gold."
We'll always see a little bit of John Clark and Davis, and just good to know we got the heart of a tiger in there.
The Perrys and the Boswells now plan to meet every year at the LSU Auburn game, an event that brings two rivals together to celebrate the life of one child and the legacy of another.
Oh, I am a difference maker. Oh, I am the only one that speaks to him. And I am the friendliest of friends of God.
The rivalry is great for the game, but man, now with the connection we have with the Boswells and Auburn, it's something special.